Garbage Family Show.
Hi, my name's Brian. I'm the B in Garbage Family Show. I'm Roman and Gracie's dad. If you're new to our channel, Roman's passionate about all things garbage and recycling, and so we've built multiple garbage trucks over the years to help him fulfill his passion, and that includes a white bulk trash truck, a blue recycling truck, which was inspired after the city of Phoenix's garbage truck where we used to live, and a waste management style truck, and most recently a garbage truck inspired off of the town of Gilbert in Arizona where we currently live. And this is a quick video on how we built the mechanized arm that picks up the trash and dumps it. It is not a step-by-step video. It's not intended to be a step-by-step video on how we built it from the wheels up. However, I do have several links in the description of this video if you want to see more detail on how we manufactured all the elements of the truck, so you can check that out. With that, let's get into it. This is what's underneath the truck. It's a Peg Perego, maybe it's a Perigo, I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's one of those riding toys with a trailer attached to it. So this one does about 7 miles an hour, and it can accommodate children up to about 12 or 13 years old, depending on their weight. And from there, we built up the wooden frame, and eventually we put the external skin on, which is really just foam board. There are links in the description to this video that show more detail. But here's how we created the mechanical arm. I bought a cheap skateboard at the local department store. I cut both ends off of it, and the front and the back I cut off and moved the wheels close to each other. And prior to moving the wheels close to each other, I painted it safety yellow, and I'll paint those screws here next. But this is going to be what carries the grabber up and down the arm of the truck. I'm going to pause it here. As you'll see in this wooden trough that I built, I'm using literally Hot Wheel racetracks. The purpose of this is to help the wheels move more smoothly up and down the ramp. Once I got the track to its proper length, I then enclosed the skateboard wheels into the case and painted it yellow, and then had Roman and Gracie test it to see if it was getting snagged on anything. And it looks like it's going good, so it's time to work on the motor that's going to make this go up and down and actually dump as well. Here's how I created the motor that runs the grabber pulling the cans up and down. So this is just a cordless drill. Got it at a department store, pretty cheap, about 30 bucks. And I took a hacksaw, I cut it right through this line, separated it. So now you have the trigger and the wire sticking out, and the wires here sticking out. I purchased some speaker wire. I'm going to connect the speaker wire, these terminals to this, and then I'll wire it through the truck. Roman and Gracie can just pull the trigger, activating the motor that will then spool and wind up the string going to the can. And that's the motor that will drive the fishing line that pulls up the grabber. Fishing line is going to be 65-pound test, so it should be enough to pull it around the spool.
This is how the arm is going to go up and down. By pulling this trigger, it's going to activate this motor and pull the bin up. Watch. Another way. I can't wait to see it in action.
Okay, we're about to do the first test of the automated grabber going up the arm and to the top of the truck. There we go. Let's see how it does in reverse. Oh my goodness, it works in reverse. Oh, it hit a snag and then dropped. Success. Now, there is a challenge. I couldn't find any eyelets that don't have this opening. And so the fishing line came out and cut right into the wood. Look at that. That is not sustainable. That is just every few uses it's gonna, even though this is a 65-pound test, look at my hands. Even though it's a 65-pound test fishing line, that's gonna snap that. But other than that, total success. So I have 2 eyelets here and creating a loop and then pull straight up. So that way it's always center pull, not going left or right. It's always gonna get pulled from the center and not using that balance. There you go. This is test number 2, this time with a recycling can on it. And should go. An important safety message about this cordless drill. I learned the hard way that if there's too much torque on the cordless drill, when the garbage can gets to the top to dump into the hopper, the cordless drill will continue to pull the garbage can into the truck and either breaking the garbage can or the line that is connected to the drill. It just won't stop pulling. If there's too little torque, then there's a risk that the drill bit will fly out of the drill itself. And that did happen to us once, and it flew out and almost hit Gracie in the eye. So you want to be careful on how you use this tool. Safety glasses could be a good idea to make sure that anybody around the truck is being safe. And another good idea might be just keeping a safe distance when the garbage can is going up and down. I apparently forgot to record the installation of the second drill, so here's an image of what that looks like. And the purpose of the second drill is to actually dump the can into the hopper. So the first drill that you've been seeing takes it up and down, and then the second drill is a second handle that you squeeze the button and it pulls the can forward into the hopper, and then when you release the tension, it goes back into normal, and then you can lower it down. That's the overview on how you build a mechanized arm on a garbage truck. Now we're going to take it out on the street, collect some trash and recycling, and we'll demonstrate how you use the controllers to manipulate the arm up and down and dump. Let's get to it. In this shot, you can see Roman moving the string out of the way that's attached to the recycling can. That's the dumping mechanism on a second drill that I was just talking about. When he gets to the top, he'll squeeze the trigger on the second drill and it'll tighten up that line on the recycling can and dump it into the hopper. Building the truck is the first step. Learning how to use it is the next step.
Switch the gears.
It does take some coordination to manage 2 controllers to make it go up and down and dump, and eventually you get used to it. It just takes a little bit of effort and then you'll figure it out. Now let's test it with some aluminum cans getting dumped. You'll notice coming back down still takes a little coordination if one controller gets ahead of the other controller.
There you go! And last can.
One of the finishing touches we put on the truck is Velcro tape. It keeps the controllers in place and easy to access.
That subscribe button. And give this video a like. Helps us out a bunch. See you in the next one. Bye.
That's it. I hope it answers some of the questions you may have on how we build our garbage trucks. And if you have more questions, hopefully the comments are turned on by YouTube, so you can ask a question there. We'll do our best to answer it. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page. Make it a good day.